So, I don't normally talk about hot drop releases like Highguard, especially when they are clearly not games that I enjoy. Spoilers, but I also think new thing bad. But I've never felt so much pity mixed with the urge to body slam something. But I think it's only fair to begin with the poop surrounding the game first and foremost. Also, I'm congested, but don't mention that. Fuck you. So, Highguard drew the ire of so many people for being the final game revealed at the Game Awards, which is important for massive gamer nerd bitches. But real talk, though, being the last game announced is basically the big boy blue ribbon of being HIM, and Highguard wasn't HIM. Brief list of games that were revealed last at the Game Awards. Monster Hunter Wilds, fucking Final Fantasy 16 got its release date dropped, fucking Metro Exodus, Mass Effect Andromeda. It doesn't have to be good, they just have to be big announcement. Also, Joker got added to Smash! And the upsetting part, not really the devs' fault. Yeah, Jeff Kojima FromSoft Blood Brother Keeley personally saw the game and thought it was worthy of the final spot. The devs didn't really, they basically just pulled up and be like, yo, so where should we put our shit? And he goes, like he fucking soy pod looking at the gameplay of Highguard and was like, oh yeah, this is deserving of the final spot. So either Jeff is just a naive goober or an evil mastermind who knew this kind of reaction would happen. But I don't believe that latter part. Jeff Keighley looks like he eats at Panera Bread. He can't be evil. Then this combo of this forced pedestal pudding with this game's immediate radio silence, and you hit with a recipe for pain and agony. And when I say radio silence, I mean the radio silence, straight up Valve tier. But yeah, it was so bad that I didn't even know what the game was until it actually came out. Now, this quiet period was intentional. They kind of wanted to shadow drop this game, and okay, how the fuck do I say this without being mean? Successful shadow dropping only works when your game is, good.
Go. Take the Highguard and leave.
Alright, let's start with something positive though, first and foremost. The shooting. Yeah, I could definitely see that Apex influence showing here because all the guns feel good to shoot. Shooting enemies feels good. Same goes for abilities. I never felt like, oh man, this ability sucks straight doo-doo. And for my very, very limited time playing, it seems like no character is overbearingly more powerful than the rest of the cast, so that's neat. Nobody's even that unfun to play against, also. So, good for you, Highguard. That's it though. This is easily the most boring multiplayer... The second most boring multiplayer game I've ever played in my life. Okay, here's how an game of Highguard goes. I'm gonna try and do this as fast as possible. So you start your game with the setup stage where you reinforce walls, which means now enemies will have to explode your walls twice instead of once. Then you pick your weapons, that's cool. Then you wait for the door to open. Yep, gotta just wait for that to open. Maybe one of your characters will start chirping some bullshit to the other. Then you get into the loot phase. We have to go out and potentially find armor, helmets, fucking better weapons just in chests. Wait. If you just end up finding better weapons, then what's the point of just picking your weapons? Then you start mining for resources that you can spend on better equipment and weapons. Okay, wait, so why are there 3 ways to get weapons again, man? Jesus. Then you wait for the shield breaker to spawn out in the world, which is basically your spare key into the enemy base. Whoever gets it and takes it to the base can crack it open like a fucking crab. Then the game becomes Rainbow Six Siege. You just storm into a base, plant bombs to blow up the base. Oh darn, looks like you didn't go and blow up the base in one go. Well, get out. Now you just repeat the resource and shield breaker phase until the game ends. This game just is way too slow. It has the downtime of a battle royale without even the added benefit of you, at least having to traverse from place to place. It is just downtime. I think the only incentive there is for trying to fight the enemy team outside of the shield breaker and base fucking phase is I think you get some currency for shooting them, but you also get a decent amount of currency from just mining. So why would you risk dying just to... And mind you, this is a 3v3 game. They added a 5v5 later because the maps were too big. So yeah, it's 3v3. All the maps are fucking massive. So there's travel. You have your mount though. You have a mount to make the traveling less slow. And Since it is 3v3, it's also incredibly incentivized that you stay as a team. Too bad I guess nobody knew that on my team, because niggas would just be going on the complete other sides of the map, and I guess that the enemy team completely gets the memo, so they just wash each member of your team one by one. Just walk them down. Highguard is the perfect example of the phrase doing too much. This could have just been like a small 3v3 arena shooter, or, you know, make the raid process faster by just gutting this entire upgrade and losing phase, just let you pick your fucking weapons and go in, or it just could have been a regular fucking hero shooter like everyone thought it was, but it decided to be all of the above, but worse than all of their other choices you have in the market. Despite how this review is sounding, man, I don't hate Highguard. I pity Highguard. Truly, I do. It was shoved in the spotlight with no prep time and delivered something that probably appeals to somebody, but I and many others are not the ones. There is an alternate universe somewhere where Highguard was like the third announced game at the Game Awards, so now it truly does fly under the radar like it wanted to and drop to its niche but passionate fan base of predominantly Europeans. I don't know why I added that part. But instead, it became January's spit bucket for gamers. And if there's one thing that gamers love to do, it's spit on things. Even on things that don't really deserve it. But at least this game lasted longer than Concord. Haha, fuck you, Sony. I hate you.